Nobody's, there is no blurry, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's start this one. The first function goes like identity function. Now, identity function, you think of just like identity card. What you see in identity card of someone, you see the identity of that person only, right? Yes or no? The information about that person himself. So identity is just like you're standing in front of the mirror, you see yourself. That's your identity. Okay. Now here the identity function goes like this: f colon r to r. What does this r signifies? We done yesterday. Now tell me, what does, now one by one I will ask, what does this r signifies? The r signifies,
Real number.
this r signifies domain. Yes, I know it's real number. This r signifies domain. When I'm talking about function, domain to, and this r signifies codomain or range. Understood? This r signifies codomain or range. Now the identity function is defined by y is equal to fx is equal to, sir, I couldn't do the assignment. I went through the videos but didn't understand. Yeah. Y is equal to fx is equal to x. This is the identity function. Okay, I will see what I can do. I will try to send some notes regarding that previous lesson. So this is our identity function. Y is equal to x is the identity function. Okay, so it's just like 1 is equal to 1 is an identity function. So if you're standing in front of the mirror, so you see yourself, 1 is equal to 1, identity function. 2 is equal to 2, identity function. It's like that. Okay, identity function is y is equal to x. Am I clear? For x, for all x, element of real numbers. Understood? Clear? So what is identity function? Y is equal to x. So if I have to draw the arrow diagram of this function, so what will be it? So let's draw and see what we get. If I have to draw an arrow diagram, this one in here, this one in here. So here, this side will give our x values, and this side will give our what values? This side will give our y values or the values of fx. Yes or no? Values of fx means what? We have discussed this one. Image of x. That's why I'm writing function of x. Am I clear? Please tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if it is an identity function, who can tell me 1 will be marked with what? 1 will go which side? 1 will be marked with?
1.
Very good. 2 will be marked with?
2.
3 will be marked with? 3. 4 will be marked with? 4. So it will go on like that. Yes or no? So can I say 1 comma 1 is an element of function? 2 comma 2 is an element of identity function? Yes or no? Am I clear? Understood?
Yes.
So now who can tell me what is f of 5 equal to? F of 5 is equal to what? F of 5 is equal to what? F of 5 equal to? 0. I will see the same thing. F of 5 is equal to 5. Look, f of 1 is equal to 1. F of 2 is equal to 2. F of 5 will be equal to 5. Yes or no? Understood? Actually, when I am writing ordered pairs, this is actually what? X comma y, right? And that is actually basically equivalent to what? X comma f of x. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So this is the idea of it. 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2. Look at here, x comma f of x, because this part is f of x. So now that's our identity function. The domain is what? R. Asha, now who can tell me what is the domain of this one? F of x why have I given R? F of x is equal to x. Who can tell me what is the domain of this one? Let's see. We have done so many domains. Let's see. Who can tell me what is the domain of this one? F of x equal to x. Tell me. What is the domain of this one? F of x equal to x. Pass. Acha, fine. You already seen the domain, that is R. Why is it R? Who can tell me why is it R? If you don't, then say pass. Then I can explain. Pass. Huh?
Pass.
Pass. The reason is that we have discussed two ways to find a function undefined, right? What were the two ways? Tell me. Now this thing to know, you cannot say pass. What are the two ways? When can function be undefined? When it is anything divided by 0, right? And the other one is what? The other one is square root of a negative number, right? Can you see in here? Can you see, can it be anything divided by 0? Can this one be anything divided by 0? There is no denominator in here, right?
Yes.
Can you see square root in here? Can you see square root in here? No. So it can never be undefined. Am I clear?
Yes.
So if it can never be undefined, so the domain is R.
R.
That's why it's R. Am I clear? Okay? Understood?
Sir.
And the range is also R. Why the range is R? Because it's identity function. X is equal to Y. So domain is also R. Range is equal to R. Because 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So for every element of X, there is a corresponding element in Y. So if this one is R, this one also be R. Yes or no? Please tell me. Clear or not? Huh? Yes or no?
Sir, once more.
Yes.
Acha, once more. Look at here. What did I told you? Domain is what? These values of X is the domain, right? This side is the domain and this side gives you the range, right? Yes or no? Look at here. Now, if I keep on writing in here 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1000, right? So here also 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1000. So 1000, 1000. 999, 999. Every single element in here will have an element in here also. The same element, corresponding element in here. Yes or no? If this one is R, this one also be R. Because you see, if I write minus 1 in here, if I write minus 1 in here and minus 1 in here, because it's real number, they will also be mapped. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So every single element in this side will have an image, same image in this side. So if this one is R, this one is also R, real numbers. Am I clear? Okay. Achha, do you guys know how to draw a graph? I think you guys have learned how to draw a graph. Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
So can you draw a graph of this one? Y is equal to X. Y is equal to X. Can you draw a graph? How to draw a graph of Y is equal to X? First thing, if I put X as 0, Y is equal to how much? If I put X is 0, Y is equal to 0. So this is 1 point.
0.
This is 1 point, right? Now if I put X is 1, Y is what? If I put, it is 1, right? So this point. Now if I put X is 2, Y is what?
2.
2, once again, 2, very good. So it will be here. Now if I put X is minus 1, Y is what? If I put X is minus 1, Y is what?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. So we have a point in here, right? So what we see, it is a line like this. Am I clear? Yes or no? If I join these points, I get a line like this, right? So
Yes, sir.
So I will be getting a straight line, and the straight line is passing through the origin. Okay. So y is equal to x will be a straight line passing through the origin. Okay. So this is our identity function. Am I clear, everyone? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now we move on to constant function. Acha, constant means what? Constant means what? Constant means fixed, right? It will never change no matter what. Clear? And constant and variable. Variable means it is always changing. So here, constant function. So constant function means what? It will be constant. So a real function f r to r defined by y is equal to fx equal to c. So here basically fx is given because there is a function, that's why I define a function like this. So you think of y is equal to c for all x element of r where c is a constant. What is that? C is a, what is that? C is a constant, right? Acha, can anybody tell me a constant?
Constant.
Give me an example of a constant. Let's see. Who can give me an example of a constant? Give me an example of a constant.
1.
Very good. 1, 0, 20, 25, 30. They are all constants, right? So just like that, think of C is one constant. Acha, for the moment, let us think of, let's do the arrow diagram. I will go one step by step. So let us do the arrow diagram. If I draw an arrow diagram, so this is what, this set is what, real numbers, right? I should have done this one. If this is real number, I will write -2, minus, look at here, why this is real number? Because the domain is real number, codomain is also real number. Yes or no? Understood? Huh? This is the domain, that's why real numbers. Yes, thank you very much. Acha, now this one will be what? The elements will be what? They are also real number because it is codomain. Please tell me. Sir. Yes, sir. Yes or no? It is R to R.
Yes.
R is the domain, R is the codomain. For a moment, I will forget about the range. Now I am saying that the constant is y is equal to 2. I am saying y is equal to 2. Acha, one thing. Forget it. I don't need that thing. I am saying that c is equal to 2. Am I clear? I am saying that the constant is 2. I can say that, right? Yes or no? Am I clear? I am giving a c a value.
Yes, yes.
Constant is 2. Now, if I map, let's see who can tell me. This is the most interesting. -2 will be mapped with which one? Now we are most interesting part. Let's see. Who can tell me? -2 will be mapped with which one?
2.
Huh? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
100%?
Yes.
Very, very good. -2 will be mapped with 2. Why? Because the value of y is 2, right? Acha, -1 will be mapped with what? -1 will be mapped with what?
2.
Very good. 0 will be mapped with what?
2.
Very good. So now I don't want to ask you any further. So every single element in here will be mapped with 2, right? Yes or no? Please tell me. So can you tell me the domain? So what is the domain? The domain is what? R. Yes or no? Because again you see y is equal to c. In previous example we had what? Y is equal to x, right? It was, look, previous example was y is equal to x, and we checked that y is equal to x will never be undefined, right? Yes or no? In the same way, can you tell me y is equal to c, will it ever be undefined? Will it ever be undefined? Y is equal to c, it will also never be undefined, right?
Yes.
Yes. So what will be the domain? So what will be the domain? Domain will be?
Real number.
Yes, real. How can domain will be 2? Domain is this side. Domain is R. Am I clear? Domain is this side. Now what is the range? What is the range? What? Yes, very good. The range is 2. So how can I write this one? I will write in second bracket because 2 is one element, right? That's why. This is our range. Understood? Am I clear? Have you understood constant
Yes,
function?
sir.
So you see domain is R and range is, I'm writing C. Just because I have written one example as 2, but here the general one is C. C can be anything. It can be 5, it can be 15, anything. Okay? Am I clear? Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Achha, now let's see who can tell me. When x is 0, y is how much? Now we'll draw the graph. When I will upload the video, don't worry. When x is 0, y is equal to how much? Let's see.
2.
When x is 0, y is equal to how much?
2.
2, right? Yes. Just look at the example in here. We did the mapping, right? When x is 0, 2. When x is minus 1, 2. When x is minus 2, 2, right? I'm drawing the graph of 2 in here. So it will be easy. When x is 0, y is 2. Very good. So x is 0, y is 2. So let us mark it here. So it is 2. Now tell me. Achha, this point is 0, 2. Very good. Now when x is 1, y is how much? When x is 1, y is how much?
2.
Very good. Again, this is the point, right? And this point will be given by 1, 2. Very nice. When x is minus 1, y is how much? When x is minus 1, y is how much?
2.
2. Why do we think so much? So this one will be minus 1, 2. Now can I draw a line? If I draw a line, will it be a straight line parallel to the x-axis? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why? Because this length is always 2. This length is always 2. Am I clear? Understood? Okay? So this is how we draw a constant function. Okay? Clear?